Thanks for stopping by again. I wanted to just start today off with a story, just a quick story, and halfway through the story, I think you guys will know where I'm coming from with what I want to shed some insight on today. So, a lot of you know that children, kids that are in school are doing school through distance learning virtually. And we were all told, to make sure you have a desk for your student and make sure that it's set up to where it'll just be like they're in school, So Marley and I, we bought a desk we had a desk delivered about 2 weeks ago. It took me close to 3 hours to put the desk together. And I'm not a handyman by any stretch, but I feel like I'm able to read directions for things that you need to put together, and I do pretty well with the directions provided. I can't build something out of scratch or anything like that, so I won't do anything like that. But I'm able to read and I'm able to follow directions, and for all the things that we've gotten so far, I think I've done pretty well with putting them together. But putting the desk together was a challenge because it was just hard to read. Like it wasn't very helpful, and why it took 3 hours was because I let my pride get in the way of asking for somebody else's eyes. And my pride almost got Marley or Isaiah hurt, because as soon as I finished, I put the desk flat on its legs, and the drawers that it comes with two pull-out drawers, it fell like within seconds. And if someone was under there, or if Isaiah was, if it fell while he was in school, it would have hurt, because they're pretty, big drawers, like pretty big, and my pride almost got him hurt. So I asked at that point, when they fell, that's when I asked for help. I should have asked for help when I first got to that part of the directions. It would have saved time. It would have saved energy. We were all hungry. We were sweating because we were just like, I can't figure this out. So, how that relates to, our lives in general, I think, for me, I could say I'm learning how to swallow my pride. I'm learning how to say those words, I was wrong, or even how to say those words that you were right. It happens between Marley and I all the time. It happens with the kids all the time. I was either, I approach the situation with them too aggressively, and I just have to remind myself that, I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. They don't see things the way I do. So, it's humbling myself and understanding that I was wrong. If I did something, I have to own up to it, and I have to say I was wrong. And I want to remind everybody to try their best to, if there's an issue that you have with somebody, or with a coworker, with a family member, with a neighbor, unless you don't care about that person anymore, doesn't matter how it ends, your life will not be affected one way or the other if the person's in your life, then with all due respect, you do you can leave that person out and you don't have to reconcile. But if the person that you have an issue with, if it's important to fix it, if you care about the person, if you love the person, I think, with what I've learned so far in life is you have to swallow your pride. And whether you're on the right side or the wrong side of the fence, you have to come in with an open mind, and you have to understand where the other person's coming from, where the other party's coming from, and then hopefully they give you time to say how you feel, and then you focus on how to make it better. I hope that you guys will, benefit from this and share it with somebody, or just really think, if you take time after the end of watching this, or even now, to pause it and think, okay, are there people in my life right now that I'm able to make amends with? Okay, you put them in a box. Are there people that I don't have to make amends with, that, my life will not change if whether or not I do, then you put them in a box. It's your priority to make amends with the people that you put on this side, because those are the people that you identified as someone that you care about, and you care about them, you care about their well-being, you care about them as people. If it's a coworker, a family friend, a close friend, a loved one, you know, you'll find the time to make amends, because you've already knocked out who doesn't really matter anymore. And not to be rude, it just, you know, you've grown and you've moved on from them, so we could just put them over here, okay? So with these people, let's all do our best, you know, to first, you know, make up a plan, or have like a plan of attack. You know, if it's hard to approach this person, or if it's, you know, if there were some things that were said that shouldn't have been said, you know, let's put together a plan that you're able to, or talking points or whatever. You know yourself, so just put something together, have a plan, and then go and start that process of reconciliation with that person, with that group of people. And I think, you know, we, as of right now, especially, we all have the time. I mean, we're all at home, luckily, hopefully, you know, unfortunately, we're all safe. So put a little journal together of, you know, those people, put them in the boxes, and then think about how you can approach them the right way, you know, with the end goal being complete reconciliation, and you guys are fine. It could be what it was before. So yeah, that's really all that I wanted to get off. So excuse me. Yeah, let's all just swallow our pride. You know, I think we can all agree that this is a big thing. It's a hard thing to do. But if we do it, you'll feel so much better, you know, and those layers will get peeled back, and it could be how it was before. So with that said, you know, I want to thank everybody for continuing to, you know, watch. And if you're watching from afar, thank you. If I know you or if I don't, you know, I appreciate it. You know, the reason I made this channel was to provide, you know, commentary, insight, and and to speak on things that I believe to be things we can all use or improve on. And I want it to be meaningful, and I want it to be valuable, which is why, you know, I named the channel what it is. But just thank you to everybody for their for reaching out and their support so far. You know, it's just the beginning. I don't know what's gonna happen and where it'll take me, but you know, I feel good at the end of all these videos, because in a way it's like therapeutic for me to just, you know, talk to you through this camera, and just get it off my chest. You know, it's been helpful. So you guys are helping me just as much. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. It's a Saturday. I think it's like close to lunchtime. But remember, you are somebody, you are great, and you are ready. I'll see you guys soon, and thank you very much.